Allez, vite, 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 diffusez là.
DM3, présence de fumée, tranche delta.
The submarine is the newest of the French Navy. Known as one of the most modern in its class, this submarine is equipped with advanced technology that allows it to pass through the field of battle and be ready for battle. Once officially launched, the submarine, equipped with torpedoes, is ready to venture back underwater to carry out its routine duties, monitoring the tense sea conditions. Before embarking on a dangerous journey, the first step for the crew is to ensure sufficient food supplies for their entire risky underwater journey. The food supply for the submarine has been arranged in such a way as to meet the health needs of the crew, with nutrients, vitamins, and minerals that are much needed to maintain fitness in such a harsh environment as in a submarine.
Pour faire manger 80 personnes. Bon, ici c'est plein.
Life in a submarine is not as easy as it seems. The crew must adapt to tight spaces, limited facilities, and underwater pressures that test their physical and mental endurance.
Pas facile à vivre, d'échouer, comme je disais, sur la dernière marche du podium et puis de se faire dire bah non, c'était la dernière fois que tu naviguais sur sous-marin.
The crew was hard at work lifting torpedoes onto the ship using cranes. Their next task was to carefully install torpedoes into the valves of the ship. This work requires high expertise because small errors in the installation process can be fatal to the submarine. After all the preparations are completed and make sure all the needs are met, the crew can take a break to wait for the departure time.
Messieurs, bonjour. Donc, tout fonctionne à bord. On appareille à 10h, on rallie le bord, on ferme le panneau, on lance le dard, PCV, poste de manœuvre générale à 9h30.
Life on a submarine is a huge challenge that requires endurance and high alertness. Doing reconnaissance underwater to keep an eye on the enemy is a heavy responsibility that must be lived. There are various risks in the submarine that threaten the safety of the crew, as experienced by the Russian submarine Kursk, which tragically claimed lives. It's time to set off. The captain and crew are getting ready to go along the seabed. Despite getting used to this state of affairs and viewing the submarine as a second home, they never escaped anxiety and fear. The submarine began to move away from the pier, leaving the mainland hemisphere to perform state duties. Towed by a tugboat with great force, the submarine must cope with its heavy load slowly as it leaves the shallows. Each crew member begins to carry out their respective duties inside the submarine. During a reconnaissance mission, every action must be careful because a small mistake can end fatally. The captain always monitors every detail of the ship's movement and ensures the safety of the entire crew. After making sure it was safe to dive, the captain ordered the ship to descend to a depth of 100 meters underwater slowly. As the ship begins to sink, the crew feels the heavy pressure that accompanies their journey inside the submarine. The captain is fully responsible for the safety of the ship and the entire crew. Monitoring the situation through steering monitors and receiving reports from the crew, the captain ensures that the ship operates in optimal conditions and avoids danger. Upon reaching the specified depth, the captain ordered the crew to continue their duties.
Reçu. Décoller le tube d'air.
Submariners work hard to maintain the ship's balance and safety, checking various critical components such as airflow, engines, and torpedo rooms to make sure everything is working properly. After making sure everything is normal, they proceed with their other tasks.
Des SNA. Il faut ouvrir la trappe dans la cuisine pour descendre dans le frigo.
After hours underwater, the captain and crew must have felt hungry, marking mealtime after a stressful mission. Submarine chefs prepare meals according to a predetermined menu to meet the nutritional needs of the crew. Life on a submarine demands a high level of fitness, with exercise being an important part of the daily routine to maintain stamina. The entire crew must also ensure they get adequate rest, following a strict schedule inside the submarine. Despite living in cramped quarters and limited facilities, the crew was used to these conditions. They have trained themselves to overcome the limitations of sleeping space, bathroom, and storage space inside the submarine. Several weeks or even months were spent in the assigned mission, undergoing discipline according to the rules of the French Navy. The crew's confidence in returning to family and well-being is the motivation that guides them during their stay in the submarine.
C'est un peu une tradition, souvent les épouses, avant de partir, nous donnent des photos de la famille, quoi. C'est tous les grands moments de la vie, etc.
Now, it's time for them to go home after completing this reconnaissance mission. For the crew, this is a tough mission that they have gone through with great sacrifice. They look forward with great hope to meet their family like heroes in Western films. Such is the range of life activities inside a modern French submarine, supported by advanced technology. How do you respond? Leave a comment.